Hát látni semmit. Próbáljuk így. Aha. Nagyon jó. Erre lehetett volna átmenni az előbb. Na, megnéztem igazából mindent, úgyhogy mehetünk a laborba. Több láda nincs. Na, másszunk. Ha tudnék mászni. Talán itt. Tökéletes. Na és most itt is vagyunk. Itt a lényeg. Mi ez a sajt szobor? Ködárny. Ködárny az micsoda? Nekrofág talán. Az bizony. Na gyere! Kettő is van. Vagy csak kivetülés volt. Ennyi volt. Nézzünk körül kicsit a laborba. Mik vannak még itt?
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me? An illusion.
Titkos szoba. Van itt sajt is. Na, Wticher cuccok itt lesznek bent. Vagy nem? Recept. Teljesen korrekt. Még nem végeztünk, valami meg hiányzik. Tömlöcöt kell vizsgálni. Aha. Teleport itt van.
Some kind of vault. I should look around. Magic barrier still active. Gotta find a way to turn it off.
Ennyi volt?
Deactivated the barrier. Nahalani's eye. Ought to use it. If this sword is as deadly as Aramus's cheeses, it's worth taking. Maybe I'll name it the Enotar.
Szereztem egy kardot. Ennyi volt a küldetés. Azt hittem, hogy több dolog lesz itt egyébként, de nem. Na mindegy, kérdés az, hogy most teljesen vissza kell futni, vagy rögtön az elejére kipakol. Persze, hogy pakolna ki. Végig kell futni. Ja, de ott volt a kijárat, hova megyek? Arra kell menni. Legalábbis remélem. Miért nem lehet itt felkapaszkodni, nem értem. Megoldjuk így. Nem jó fele jövök. Szerintem jó fele jöttem. Ez itt a sajtos hely. Nem akarok visszamenni, na majd így.
Why did he make this cheese out of?
Fruta.
Necker milk? Need to be careful.
Halári. És most jutok ki az elejére. Sikerült. Nézhetek is egy másik küldetést akkor. Méghozzá olyat, ami Wticher, megbízás, kincsvadászat. Hát igazából nagyon más nincs is. Megy a főküldetés, akkor tovább. Ez lesz. Megnézem, miket találtunk. Eladásra tökéletes. Másra nem jó. Tárgykészítés, acél griffkard. Na, a medvekard lesz majd az, amit használni fogok crit miatt, az baromi jó. Az biztos, hogy jó lesz. A többi az felejtős. Ó, az mi? 17-esre lehet, hogy csinálok egy ilyet. Mivel kritet ad. De meg körülnézek, hogy mik vannak. Hát más nagyon nincs. Macska csizmát, ezt megcsinálom, mert könnyű páncél. Ezüst karbó mi van? Kritikus nincs rajta sajnos. Medvekardból van. Kritikus találati esély is van. Viszont kevesebb az alapkrit, de az nem baj. Ezen mi van? Semmi. 0. Kritikusa van, de kevés. Jó, kesztyűkből mi van? Semmi extra. Macska kesztyű. Kritikus tehát. Ja, ilyet gyártottam, ez van rajtam. Ez lehet, hogy marad is. Nincs olyan, ami kritikát ad? Nincs. Mehetünk. Na, nem fogom húzni az időt, itt lesz egy útjelző, azt fogom használni. A barlangok azok nem szürkülnek ki, hogyha fel vannak derítve. Úgy néz ki, hogy nem. Okés. Akkor útjelzővel vissza a városba. Menjünk ide. Na, valonnan be kell itt osonni. Gondolom, 2 bejárata van. Aha.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth. Geralt, in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. Hasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to put them all out.
Bunyó lesz.
Care to join me?
With pleasure.
now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shitestorm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Na, kutassunk át mindent. Amit lehet, marjunk fel és vigyük.
A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot. I plunged into purest ecstasy and
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
Ja, ide tudok pakolni, mert azt kipakolom. Többé az eladásra fog menni. Oké. Na nézzük.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Megoldjuk. Mondom őszintén, az emeletre még felnézek.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Sok loot van itt is egyébként, ráadásul hasznosak részben. Tudok is csinálni főzetet belőle. Teli hold. Nézzük csak, hogy jaj. Ez véletlen volt. Mi az, amit most használnak? A vizes palackok. életerő 5 másodpercig. Olyat kell berakni, minél kevesebb másodperc alatt töltsön vissza minél több HP-t. Nem. Átlagban ugyanolyanok. Lehet, hogy megnézem ezt majd, hogy milyen. Oké. Jó, az ennyi. Ja igen, de napirendet kell olvasni, ami ebbe lesz. Fú. Lesz pár. Megléptük a szintet. $400 XP, ez csodálatos volt. Na végre, menjünk. Na. Beszélnem kell Zoltánnal még. De hol van? Ja, itt van.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects. Examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh. Truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Van itt nőszarásig.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Wticher. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Varatra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we Rosa preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Na, akkor álljunk neki.
About all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Azt mire végignyomom, lesz belőle XP bőven szerintem. Ki van a legközelebb, azt nézzük meg. Azt mondja, hogy Herodó virágoknak az első áldozat a Vespula. Többi az meg fent lesz, jó, megyünk Vespulához.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
De jó ember.
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armor?
Close enough.
Csak nincs páncél.
Not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The king of beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Így se rossz.
Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness. And you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that Witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What
Bahama.
did you do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
$120 tapasztalati pont. Egy ilyenért. Azért az kemény. Szerintem itt hamar fogok szintet lépni. De majd meglátjuk. Ez meg tünde csaj lesz talán.
That mug's a frat.
Jaj!
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Two. Kellemetlen.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When'd you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did
Kalkstein
give us
az
about
alkemista volt.
Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
Na, még az első részben ismertük meg.
The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Higher Arms
Nem
Square.
mondod.
But as he perished, the goings on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Megölték, de jó.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do I
dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom. Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a Witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Beszéljünk csak vele.
Come to look at...
Glad to take a glance at
Of course, please do. If anything checks
Korábban
or
már...
pinches,
Ja,
I can
korábban
offer it on
ővel
the
már
spot.
gwinteltem is. Meg nála vettem a maszkokat. Tényleg a maszkok, mindjárt felpróbálom a farkasosat. Kíváncsi vagyok már. Felszerelés, elvileg maszkot, hova lehet rakni maszkot? Na nézzük csak. Hol van? Itt vannak. Hova rakjam? Csodalámpa helyére jó az oda. Pofás. Csak azt nem értem, hogy miért rakta be oda lentre. Kell az ide. Vadállat. Na menjünk. Ki a következő, aki a környéken van? Igazából mindegy milyen sorba megyek, de akkor a Szent Gregori hídra fel gyors utazok. Így.
The witch hunters have burnt Erebus at the stake.
Now what harm did that poor eccentric do anyway?
Most ez hova megy? Kus. Voltam már itt. Hogy az a bordélyház, vagy ez mi?
You're an artist? A sword swallower?
No, a Witcher.
Szerintem még nem voltam
Never
itt.
heard of that.
Nem bizony.
What did the cook make today?
Kártyalap az nincs nála. Gwinteljünk egyet akkor
In the
hamar.
mood for some diversion. A game of Gwent would be best.
Nincs kémem. Rég rossz. Hát az így nem a legjobb leosztás lesz. Mindegy, majd újra játszom, hogyha úgy van. Mik ezek az apró lapok? Rakják ki még egyet, aztán nyertél, ez kész. Ez nagyon hülye. Ezt nem is értettem, de nem baj. Behív egy lapot. Nagyon jó. Kiváló. Hát ez könnyű kör volt. Mehetünk. Ez meg óvónő.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long.
It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever. Where'd you get the bit?
Na, megvárjuk, még vége az órának.
Don't die from rats, stupid.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar, that's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Ennyi volt.
The rat catcher will get well.
Like as not.
How do you know? Mum says that if the rat catches
Fú, oda se lehet menni. Gyerekek
Now
eltolnak.
can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
Did he read you his poems?
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe. No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
see Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelion's? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Ez is egy 120 XP, mehetünk egyel tovább. Jó az a quest. Na menjünk Mollyhoz. Itt lesz fölöttünk egyel.
This Baronet's La Valette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Toljuk.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
Na hajrá!
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses too.
Itt lesz pár versenyünk.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Rutanian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord Wticher acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
No.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Lássuk.
Riders, ready!
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Takarodj az utamból, barom. Gyorsnak gyors, csak hamar fogy az állóképessége, igaz? Útközben majd tölteni kell. Csak úgy most. Oké. Be kell vágni elejük, aztán cseszhetik. Ennyi volt.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Kiváló versenynyerek. Azt szerintem erősebb lesz, mint ami van.
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Nincs több verseny, nem már. Nem akartam még versenyezni. Ennyi. Megnézem én ezt a nyerget magamnak hamar. 50-es állóképesség, hát az szerintem gyatra. Jó, hát az nem sok minden. Max a kinézet, nézzük csak. Ez ugye Nilfgaardi cucc. Hát a Nilfgaardi jobban néz ki. Ez olyan semmilyen. Jó, marad a Nilfgaardi. Azt mondja, hogy beszélek a csajjal. Hello?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again!
Na, ez nem egészen így történik fordítva, de...
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
Fú, te, esa figura.
Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. We came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I haven't seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters.
Oh, the city.
Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Na, hát itt nem lehet már Hova is jöttünk egyébként? Ki itt a birtokra? Kár, nem lehet több versenynyom.